Hi, I'm Dr. Heather Abernethy. I'm an anesthesiologist and I keep people safe in their bodies so they wake up. However, I'm passionate about helping people feel safe in their bodies so they wake up to their worth and living life to its fullest potential. Because stress and trauma are both psychological and physical, emotional wellness involves feeling safe in our bodies. In this video, I'm going to talk about a technique called TRE, which stands for Tension and Trauma Releasing Exercises, which I've been doing that has helped me connect with my body, heal from trauma, and wake up to a state of increased alignment, wellness, and vitality. After I share with you a little bit about TRE, I'm going to share with you a video of myself tremoring. And as we watch it, I'll go through what I was thinking, what I was experiencing, so you have a little idea of what TRE is like. TRE is a set of 7 simple exercises that were developed by Dr. Berceli and designed to take away tight muscles, decrease stress and tension, and bring your body back to a state of relaxation. TRE does this by evoking a natural, genetically encoded reflex that causes a shaking mechanism. As this travels through your body, it looks for areas where you've held tension and stress, and then it shakes to release that. The tremor mechanism burns off adrenaline, and that allows your sympathetic nervous system to come down and return you to a state of calm and relaxation. To see the 7 exercises, you can go to the TRE website, which is traumaprevention.com. You can also go to Dr. Berceli's YouTube channel, where you'll see lots of different people tremoring. Now, if you're using this to help relax and decrease stress and tension, then go ahead and do these exercises on your own. They're simple, anybody can do them. However, if you have a history of trauma, please reach out to a certified TRE provider who can give you tips and suggestions on how to go through the tremor process in a way that feels safe for you. TRE has been so beneficial for me that I am in the process of getting certified right now, and in the near future will be a TRE provider. If you have an interest in going through this with me, please email me. My email is listed below. I would love to talk to you more about it. I discovered TRE after I had 2 traumatic experiences that resulted in my body shaking uncontrollably. And maybe you've had this too, or maybe you've seen this happen to somebody else, where you're in a really stressful environment and maybe just your leg starts shaking or your whole body starts shaking like mine did. And I remember the traumatic event, but then I also remembered what I was telling myself, because that was equally traumatic. And I remember thinking, what is wrong with you? Why can't you control your body? You're a doctor, what is going on? Stop this. But I couldn't stop it. But I was sure there was something wrong with me, because in my training, I learned that if you're tremoring, if you're shaking, that's abnormal. Right? Like you have a seizure disorder or you have Parkinson's disease. I was never taught that shaking, tremoring, can be used as a way to bring your body back into a state of health. So I started researching tremoring and trauma, and you know what I discovered? I discovered that there was nothing wrong with my body. I discovered TRE. And I learned that my body is amazing. It was actually doing exactly what it needed to do. It was protecting me. It was doing what it innately knew how to do. It was discharging my sympathetic nervous system. It was trying to keep me from being overwhelmed. So I started working with a certified TRE provider, and I could feel every time I tremored, my body working to get back into a state of alignment. And so I want to share part of a video of me tremoring with you, and you can see how the tremor mechanism is working through my body and bringing it all back into a cohesive organism. Where we start the video, I've already done the exercises and I'm starting to tremor. And what I want you to see in this session is how the tremor is finding its way to my upper back and my right neck, which is where I've stored tension and trauma for years. It was so severe at times that I saw physical therapy, I saw chiropractors, sports medicine, and no one was able to help me find any relief. And then I did TRE. You can see how the tremor mechanism has worked its way up to my upper back, to my neck. It's pulling my head back. This is a movement that's usually initiated at the diaphragm. And so again, my body is finding this area of tension. It's working through deep fascial layers to release the trauma that I've stored. It pulls my head back, and then I gently pull it forward to retrain it, that it can move fluidly in either direction. Here you can see how it's now pulling my neck over to the right. It's pulling it into the tension pattern because it needs to go into the pattern to figure out a way to release it. Here you can see how now my shoulders, my back, my neck, it's more of a pulsation instead of being in a freeze state. It's a pulling and letting go, a pulling and letting go. It's figuring out how to get out of that stuck pattern. You can see it trying to work its way through. Now it's starting the side to side movement. So that's a loosening of the spine. It's figured out how to get out of the freeze pattern. And my spine is becoming more flexible. Those muscles have relaxed a little bit more. Here you can see there's a smile on my face because there's been a loosening of my back and my spine muscles. And I felt this deep release of my right neck muscle. And it feels really good. And you can see now that my whole body is responding to that deep release. It's going all the way into my feet. And it feels really good. It feels like an excitement, but a happy excitement, not an overwhelmed excitement. It's like my body is saying, thank you. I'm so excited to move again, to move together again. The body loves to move. You can see again the tremor going down into my feet, and now all parts are all connected now. It's still a little bit disorganized, but it's trying to get organized now. In this part of the video, you can see that the tremor released my neck, and now it's working its way into my right arm. If you look at my abs, you can see that it's also released my diaphragm that was really, really tight before. And I noticed this calmness that came into my body. My body felt safe. So then my diaphragm could relax and it could let go and it could breathe. It's now connecting that to the rest of my body. At the end of the session, I felt deeply, deeply relaxed. You can see my body take a big breath, and that just comes naturally. It's important to just spend some time in this state and allow your body to take in all the information that it just processed. Because this shaking mechanism is innate to our bodies, anybody can do it and anybody can benefit from it. All day, our ego is telling us stories, but our body holds the truth. And one of these truths is that our body has this amazing innate ability to bring itself back into balance. Because emotions are just energy and motion, and they have a movement and a flow throughout our bodies. But our life experiences can disrupt that flow, causing tension and trauma to be stuck and stored in our bodies. And with TRE, with the tremor mechanism, our ego and our minds can work together and become friends. Because the tremor invites the body to complete that energetic cycle. And working through deep fascial layers, there's a release of this tension and trauma. And when these old, stuck, frozen patterns are released, then there's an opening for new vibrational frequencies, new energy to come in that's more aligned with living a life of wellness and wholeness. And when you have that, then you're able to offer it to other people and to the world. I'm Dr. Heather Abernethy. I'm so grateful that you joined me today. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with anyone else who you think may be interested in learning about TRE or interested in pursuing a life of consciousness and love.